Okay, Tom, this is our waiting area where all the people wait. We've only had this about a year. We built this on because the inside waiting room was too small. So this is where all our patients sit. This is also where we do our prenatal program. Out here, we put the women out here and we do our prenatal program out here. You want to go inside? So this is our original waiting room. But it's obviously too small, so that's why we added the addition. This over here is where we do like all the paperwork, where the secretary sits. And when I first moved here, I'll show you, this from here over was our secretary spot. And then this to this column here was the only pharmacy that we had. So we only had like 2 shelves with like maybe 10 medicines. So we busted this out and made it just a secretary, and later I'll show you the pharmacy. This is where everybody waits. That's our bathroom.
Walk a little louder.
Excuse me. This is our first and main exam room. This is where the doctor sees the patients, and then this is one of our nurses. This is our main exam room. This is like where we do triage. This is where we weigh the patients, do their blood pressure, their pulse, their temperature, all that. This is really small. Like today when we have so many people, it's just, I'll show you my office. My office has to serve as office, as a counseling center where we see patients. Sometimes we do wound care. It's not big enough. Anyway, this is my office. I guess you would call this like our Department of Social Services too. This is where we do everything. So this is our treatment room, where we do sutures, dressings, deliveries, anything pertaining to any kind of treatment. This room, a couple years ago, before the earthquake, I had nothing in this room. All I had was a table and like a kid's school desk with a few things. But after the earthquake, we were to put in cabinets and whatever, so now. But we function pretty well. We don't have all the things we need, but so it's kind of cool. Because on a day like today, we have so many people and we just don't have space. This is where we do, like, they need an IV, the mother has had her baby, she needs to rest for a few hours. Because we're not 24 hours yet, they only get to rest like 3 hours and they have to go home. So, anyway, and this we would extend, our plan is to extend this room as well, so that we can have a shower house for the women to bathe after they've had their babies, and also to have more space for beds, because sometimes when we had cholera, we had all these beds filled, people were on the floor. So, and this is just our storage, and this is our very old autoclave that doesn't work. We need an autoclave for the clinic and for the lab, and this one we tried to have repaired, but it doesn't work. So that's that. And when I came here, this room was not like this. The Haitians were living in it, rats. It was, and then this is the waiting area to the pharmacy. So we'll take you into the pharmacy. So this is the pharmacy. We really kind of built all of this. The building was here, but it was non-functioning. So Joel and I kind of. So this is where it's our nurse that works in the pharmacy. All of our nurses do multiple jobs. Today she might be in the pharmacy. Tomorrow she might be delivering a baby or, treating a wound. We kind of all switch places. But anyway, so this is where she gives the medicines out. This is our pump. I didn't show you that this morning, but that's our, I don't know how old that thing is, but anyway. That gives water.
Too dark, we can't even see it.
Now that's terrible. But anyway, this is our little tiny area where we store all of our prenatal program stuff. We meet with pregnant women once a month to feed them, to give them education on how to do with the baby, labor, delivery, everything. And so if they come to that program every month, at the 9th month they get a bucket. And this week they're kind of sparse because we didn't have enough stuff. But they get clothes, they get bottles, they get stuff they need for the delivery. Because in Haiti, when you go to the hospital, you get nothing. You get a bed. You don't get an IV tube, you have to pay for everything. So we try to give them stuff they need for the hospital.
Didn't you tell me they have to bring their own sheets
Their own
too?
sheets, their own bucket, their own everything, or you get nothing. I mean, down to the needle to put in to give you an IV, you have to purchase it all. So sometimes we actually give that in this program. This is the back of the pharmacy where we have all our supplies. The stuff on the top, the medicines on the top are medicines donated from a Mennonite mission. But it's mostly over the counter, so sometimes it's what we're lacking in a lot that we have to purchase them. So these are some of the medicines that you purchased for us today, so that's a blessing. And then like over here is like where we have all our wound care stuff and all our, that's pretty much all wound care right there. Our IV fluids are here, and then this room needs a lot of work. We want to make it we want to make like a break room space with our employees. We don't take lunch, we don't take breaks. We work from 8 until we're done. I might buy them a drink every once in a while, so we want to I want to make this nice. Put a table back here.
How late are you working?
On a Monday, we're here till about 3:30, but that's non-stop. Nobody takes any breaks at all.
How many patients do you see on average?
On Mondays and Thursdays, we can see up to about 60 a day. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, not so much, maybe about 40. But you know, 60 patients is a lot when you, like I just had that case in front of you where the mother was sick, so she went to a witch doctor before she came here. He rubbed some leaves all over her body for a few days. That didn't work, and there's so much culture involved. So a visit that should take 3 to 4 minutes maybe or whatever, it's going to take me 10 or 15 because I got to weed through all that. Think about the money when I'm diagnosing. Can she afford an exam? Can she afford the medicines? There's a big process, so it takes quite a while to see the patient. There's a lot of counseling involved, you know. So, this is our back, like, stock room. I mean, we're, like, working on it. We have a washer, it's broke. We have a dryer, it's broke. So we wash our stuff by hand still until we can get those fixed. But this is like leftover stuff from earthquake, leftover donations. We've started buying cabinets to organize them. We just need to purchase some more cabinets to get this room organized. And so that's pretty much the clinic. We have room to expand and we have dreams to expand. But
What do you want people to know
what do I want them to know?
about your work here?
I mean, I guess, I don't, you put me on the spot, kind of. I mean, a lot of people, sometimes I think people think the clinic, you know, it's like, how is that really helping people? How is that really a spiritual thing too? But I know we're saving lives, we're saving children, not only physically, but spiritually too, because every person I see, like that woman I showed you this morning that had gone to a witch doctor, I'm able to explain to her that what he did for her physically didn't really help her, but also give her counsel spiritually too. So,
What do you guys need?
what do we need? We need prayer support, number one. I guess I wish sometimes that people could come and get the vision that we have. I want to provide quality care that we get in the States to Haitian people because they deserve it. And I think a lot of Americans come in and just go, well, it's Haiti, let's just give secondhand, let's just, you know, and we want to give I want the Haitian people to get good care and better their lives. So I guess I wish people would get the vision, maybe like we do, and get behind us in our vision. A lot of times people come and see all these projects and they're excited and they, wow, God's doing a great thing, you're doing a great job, and then they go home and they forget us.
How can they help you financially?
Well, right now there's not really any monthly support coming into the clinic. It's like if our family has extra to do a project, like I showed you the autoclave. To be able to get an autoclave, that's something I've got to really sweat and work for, save, scrimp. Right now the clinic is not really funded by anything. It's funded by the patient. So if the patients pay, we buy medicines. If the patients can't afford, which they only pay $1.50 to be seen, if they can't afford that, then we also can't afford to function. There's not really much money coming in. We may get $300-400 a month towards the clinic, and right now we're getting at about $150 towards the lab. The lab takes about $600 right now to run. Very soon, when I take another tech, it's going to cost up to $1,000 to run. I'm only bringing in $150. So all these programs, all these great and good things we're doing cost money, and we just need people to get behind us. If the financial burden of, just functioning was a little lighter, then that would make the ministry a whole lot easier. So,
Thank you for your time.
thank you.